Hi, everybody. Rachel Tiede here with a look at your top headlines plus your forecast here on this Thursday evening. First, let's get started. A pretty big update when it comes to a story that we've been following for a while. First, a Watervliet man now arrested in connection to that hit and run crash that hurt a UAlbany student. This was involving a dirt bike. The suspect's name we now know is Austin Bryett. We're told he's going to be arraigned tomorrow morning and will be in a holding cell until then. Albany police say they went to his home in Watervliet early this morning at 6:15 with a search warrant and took Bryett into custody. He's been charged with assault, leaving the scene of a personal injury accident and numerous vehicle and traffic law violations. Now, police say Bryett was the person who allegedly drove the dirt bike that hit Alexa Croft on April 27th on Hudson Avenue. Bryett allegedly hit Croft while he was speeding. She was thrown into the air and landed on the road several feet away. It's been almost a month since that just awful accident that put Croft in the hospital, and we are just now hearing from her father. You're going to hear what he has to say about this coming up on News Channel 13 Live at 11. But there was also a major tractor-trailer crash that happened earlier today. It shut down a section of the thruway for a good number of hours today. Now, it happened between exits 23 and 24 on the thruway in Albany. The entire highway blocked off on that one side. The northbound and southbound lanes are back open tonight, but this is what that scene looked like earlier today. All lanes were closed northbound, obviously, as you can see there, because of the trailer in the lanes there. The cab of that was in the on the complete other side of the thruway over the median, so kind of an impressive scene here. State police have not released any information about potential injuries, but we are continuing to ask for that information. Now, a story of follow-up that Dan Levy has now followed 2 days in a row here, but it's a story that's been decades in the making. If you've been to Lake George, you're probably familiar with the fact that it has milfoil, which has impacted lakes across the country, not just in Lake George. But there's a goal to try to get rid of milfoil, but there's a little bit of controversy around it because they want to put an herbicide into Lake George to get rid of the milfoil that's been growing in the water for decades. And tonight we're hearing from the state agency that oversees the lake. They say the chemical they plan to use will harm the milfoil, but not the environment, which is what some people were concerned about. Milfoil has been dockside and a deep water problem in Lake George forever, and most people realize that that's not going to just go away on its own. It's going to take forever to get rid of. The chair of the Lake George Association says he's concerned about a plan to use the pesticide called Procelicor on the plant growth. And the problem, he says, is that the Minnesota Department of Agriculture says Procelicor has PFOAs in it, which is a known carcinogen. The executive director of the Lake George Park Commission, though, says Procelicor has been a groundbreaking success, and other lakes that have used it, they use it once, they never have to use it again, and the milfoil goes away, he says. He says he's anticipating a final permit approval from the DEC and the Adirondack Park Agency, and they say apparently that there's no problem with using this. So remains to be seen whether or not they actually move forward with that process. But let's talk about your first warning forecast here tonight. We are in for some beautiful weather the next couple of days. And then we have a little bit of rain for the Memorial Day weekend. So talking about tonight first, 66 degrees out of Pittsfield from the CDPHP first warning camera. And satellite and radar, it is clear across the entire capital region tonight and across most of the state as well. Temperatures right now in the 60s and 50s for some areas, 65 degrees in North Adams, 60 in Schaghticoke, 65 in Albany, 59 in Kinderhook. Your hour-by-hour forecast as we head into tonight and into tomorrow, dropping down to the mid-50s by 5 a.m., up to the mid-60s by 9 a.m., in the upper 70s by 1 o'clock. Your wind gust speeds heading into tomorrow look like this, a little bit on the breezy side, 31 miles per hour as we enter the 4 o'clock hour here, 29 miles per hour by 6 p.m. So a little bit of excitement to look forward to. And coming up on News Channel 13 Live at 11, we're going to have your full forecast, the full breakdown, talking about when that rain is going to move in on Memorial Day and how long it's going to last. So those are your headlines here for tonight. News Channel 13 Live at 11 starts in about 25 minutes. We'll see you then.